Hey everybody, welcome back to another video of this course. In this video, we will be talking about what is object, instance, and references. These are the terms we'll be using a lot in this course, and they're also very important in general if you talk about object-oriented programming. So let's try to understand what is object and instance. Object and instance are basically the same thing, or they are more or less similar. Now, what is object and instance? So, whenever you initialize a class, what you do is you create a copy of that class, and that copy is called object or instance. So, in this case, this is the exact same, uh, you know, code from the previous video if you are following. So, we have created a class called mobile with these fields and a simple method called call number. And I guess I remember there was one more function called charging, but I guess I removed that. But anyways, we have a method here called call number, and here we have initialized that class and we've called this method called call number. So here what we had done here is we had initialized this new mobile, the class mobile. So what we have done here is we have created an object of mobile, and that object is called my phone. So here my phone is an object of this mobile class, or you can say my phone is an instance of mobile class. Now let's have the charging method again. Here we have public void charge phone, and we simply print that phone is charging. Right. So let's call this method as well, my phone dot charge phone. Here we have done on all the operations on this my phone object. Let's create another object or instance of this mobile class. So we have mobile. Now let's call it your phone, and this is equals to new mobile. Now here we have two entirely different object or instance of mobile class. Here we got your phone, which is completely different object or instance, and then my phone, which is completely different object. Whatever operation you perform on this my phone object, it is not reflected on this your phone. This is completely different. So here we have two different object or instance of the mobile class. And I hope here that it is clear what is object and instance. They are pretty much the same thing. So let's take another example also to make things a bit more clear. Let's consider humans as a class. So if human is a class, then I am an instance or object of human class. You are an instance or object of human class. So what we are here is we are the copy of human class, and that is basically an object, or you can say instance, and I and you are completely different. We are an object of human class, but a complete different, because we are different object and we can say different instance of human class. Now let's try to understand what is reference. Okay, now let's consider an example here. You have created a class called home, and you created an instance of home. Let's call it h1. This is an instance of home class, and another instance you have created is h2, which is also an object of home class. Now considering home, let's say someone wants to come to this home h2. So how one can come? Using address of h2, obviously. So address is basically referencing to a particular home. Here in this case we are referencing to h2 using the address, and if we call it in the software engineering term, then this is called the reference of h2. So basically referring to a particular instance of a class is called the reference. um, let's try to understand it using a coding example. Okay, so here we have a class called mobile. Now let's create a method here, public void destroy phone. This is just a method. I don't know why someone wants to destroy the phone, but let's say, okay. And now what destroy phone takes as an input? It takes the phone as an input. So phone, which is of type, sorry, mobile, which is of type phone. Okay, this method, what this method does, this method simply prints phone is destroyed. Phone is destroyed. Now whenever you call this method destroy phone, okay, we don't have it. Okay, we have to make it static. Okay, you don't need to worry what static here it is. We'll cover it in the next few videos. So let's call this method called destroy phone, and what we have to pass here is we have to pass a reference to a phone. So reference could be your phone. Your phone is an object that we have created, so you just passed your phone here. Now what you have done is you have passed a reference of your phone object to this method. Again, let's call this method destroy phone, and then this time let's pass my phone. What we have done, we have again passed the reference of my phone to this method. Basically this is called reference, referring to a particular object or instance. So I hope these three terms are clear: what is object, instance, and references, and we'll be using a lot in this course. So we need to make sure that you understand this completely. So that's all about this video, and hope to see you in the next video.